Hi, I am Bhavik Thakkar. Welcome to BTtude. If you are more comfortable with Hindi language, please hit the I button and go to the Hindi version of the exact same video. And if you are comfortable with English, let's carry on. In this video, we are going to talk about profit and loss. And specifically, we are going to discuss and learn the sums related to dishonest seller, dishonest shopkeeper, or you can say dishonest dealer. Now, as soon as I listen to this word, the image that comes up to my mind is of that traditional shopkeeper with the big tummy, specs, and the traditional topi, right? The traditional hat, Indian hat. So this picture comes up, from my childhood memories, and I thought it would be great to share it with you because I have got an emotional connect with this. So I thought maybe you would love it too. Well, so these dishonest shopkeepers have got various means by which they cheat, and we are supposed to find out the profit percentage that they make using these methods. The usual methods which is covered on so many YouTube videos and also in so many other books is where the shopkeeper is using the false weight and he is cheating through weight. But I have come up with the bonus. So I am also going to cover the questions in which milkman is putting water in his milk, or where shopkeepers are going to mark up their prices by a lot and then they are going to attract customers with this kind of the schemes. Buy 2 get 1 free, buy 5 get 2 free, or sometimes even buy 1 get 3 free, right? These are not unheard of. So the question is how to find out the profit percentage in this type of the questions. Usually students find it very difficult, but we have come up with a very unique approach, which is the best approach to solve this kind of the questions, which we call at BTtude as multiplying factor method. Now these method, as soon as you look at the name, you feel it's really kind of a fancy name and it's going to be really difficult method, but actually it's going to be very easy method and very simple method. And the beautiful thing about this method is the fundamentals behind this method are already there in your mind. So there's nothing new that you have to learn. That's the best part. You already know how to solve this question. It's just that you don't know. So what we are going to do is we are going to give you the key that you can get from us. You can unlock your mind and you can get that method out of your mind and use it to the questions related to dishonest shopkeeper, and you can solve them easily, something like this. And that is what we can guarantee. This method is going to be the best available in any YouTube video or in any other book. So that's why stay tuned till the last minute of this video. Well, the thing is that you've got unlimited capabilities. You never know, right? You are limitless. Your mind is limitless. And what we are going to do is to make you realize your potential. So if you can really understand your potential, if you can really use that method that is already in your subconscious, if you can get it out of your subconscious and use it, you can easily answer the questions not only quicker, you can easily answer the questions quicker than your competitors, because that is what matters in these competitive exams. So let's learn something new today. So let us first understand what exactly this multiplying factor method mean. Well, if you really want to know about, in detail about this particular method, I have already made 1% playlist. You can actually hit the I button and go to that playlist, and in this third video of that playlist, I have explained everything about multiplying factor method. But even if you have not watched that, and if you're confident enough, it's pretty easy. I'll just give you a brief about it. So let's understand. Multiplying factor method is nothing but whenever there is proportional change, with what fraction we will multiply our number with. If we can understand that it is all about. For example, if I'll say my value is getting half, so you know it is nothing but multiplying with by 1 by 2, right? That's what you do. You multiply your number with 1 by 2. That means your number is getting to half. If I say your number is increasing by 1/3, so with what fraction you should multiply it with? Are you getting this? If your number is increasing by 1/3, that means it is becoming 4/3. Fine, this is what you should be clear, because original fraction is 1. If it is increasing by 1/3, that means it is becoming 4/3. So you can say multiplied by 4/3. That means, in other words, it is becoming from 3, it is becoming 4. From 3 to 4. You know, it's like our marks. Whenever we used to get our marks, say for example 90 out of 100. Out of 100, we were getting 90. This is how we used to write, right? So you have to understand the fractions. If you understand the fractions, then it is pretty easy. So when I say that my value is getting increased by 1/3, it is increasing 1 on 3, it is getting 4 from 3. So it means nothing but your number is getting multiplied by 4/3, right? If you can understand this, it's pretty easy. So again, if I say a number is increasing by 3/7, that means your number is getting multiplied by 10/7. If you understand this, so 3/7 increase, that means 3 increase on 7. So 7 is already there, 3 is increase, your number is getting to 10. So from 7, it is becoming 10. So that means nothing but this. Are you getting this? Pretty easy, right? So whenever we know for certain increase or decrease, with what number our number should be multiplied with, that is nothing but multiplying factor. If we can understand that directly, without using any other method, our logic is pretty clear. And if you are not feeling confident, you can always go to that I button, go to the third video of percentage playlist, in which I have explained it in pretty much detail. Fair enough? But if you can understand this, and if you can understand the other way around as well, for example, if I say my number is getting multiplied by 3/7, so that means it is increasing or decreasing? Obviously it is decreasing. This is lesser than 1. How much it is decreasing? By 4/7, right? Because it is 3/7 is 4/7 lesser than 1. So my number is decreasing by 4/7. Or in other words, if I say my number is getting multiplied by 7/5, it is increasing or decreasing? Increasing, because this is more than 1. How much more? 2/5 more. So my number is increasing 2/5 more. So if you can understand these things, that's about it. You don't need any other knowledge to solve the questions related to dishonest seller. So let's actually use this method to the questions. So how actually we are going to approach these questions is, first you can actually pause the video, you can try to solve the questions on your own. For example, this is the first question, you can do it on your own first, and later check it out how exactly we are going to do it, so that you can understand the difference, and then you can actually bridge the difference, because slowly and surely when you think and then when you watch, you will start learning. Alright then, how exactly can you solve this particular question? Well, first of all, let us try to understand. We are supposed to find out the overall profit percentage. So which kind of profits we are making? The first profit is, you are buying it at 18 rupees per liter and you are selling it at 20 rupees per liter. Getting this? So you are making from 18, you are getting 20. This is one thing you are getting, right? So your value is increasing by into 20/18, right? And another thing, you are also adding this 10% water. Adding 10% water means adding 10 liter on 100 liter. So you are actually making your 100 liter worth of milk to 110 liter worth of milk. That means total is nothing but multiply both of this. So you will get, this means your value is getting multiplied by 11/9. Yes or no? This means both these profits, when work together, combined, that means overall you are getting your value multiplied by 11/9. Your value, your cost is actually getting multiplied by 11/9. So that means how much increase? It was already 1. So 2/9 is the increase. So in percentage, it is nothing but 22 2/9%. You ought to remember the percentage table. If you don't remember the table, you will have to multiply it with 100 and find out percentage, which is nothing but 22 2/9%. But better you remember the table. You memorize the table. It is also there in the second video or maybe even the first video of that playlist. Alright then, it was this easy. Let's move on to the second question to get more grip or more hold on this kind of the questions. Well, again you can actually pause and solve it on your own first. As soon as we look at the question, again we will think, okay, it's the same question, sorry. You can actually pause here. It was the same question. Now you can pause and try to solve it on your own. Fine? Alright, as soon as we look at the question, we'll say, okay, he bought it at 12 rupees per kg and he sold it at 19. So this is first. It should be either kg at both the places or liter. It's okay, we can understand. Are you getting this? So one way of making profit was, obviously this is profit, right? He is making 19 out of 12. That is first thing. Okay. Now he is also adding 5% impurities. That means if it is 100 kg or 100 liter, he is adding 5. So he is making 105 out of 100. Look, it's pretty easy. Whenever there is something like profit, markup, or some this kind of means, cheating means he is using, obviously you are getting profit and your fraction should be more than 1. But when you are giving discount, it should be lesser than 1. Alright then. Now here, he is using 950 gram only per kg. That would also give him profit, right? So instead of 1 kg, he is using kind of a false weight, because of which he is giving only 950 gram. So in a way, his 950 gram is now worth 1 kg, right? So his 950 gram is now worth 1000 gram, you can say. Now that's it. So combined profit will be nothing but you can say 19, first this 0 will get cancelled, 19 5s are 95, 5 into 21, 100 will get cancelled, 7 3s are and 4 3s are, right? So these whole things mean your number is getting multiplied by 7 by 4. Are you getting this? This whole thing, all these 3 factors mean whatever your number was, it is getting multiplied by 7 by 4. So it is increasing. How much it is increasing? 3 by 4, which is nothing but 75% profit. That's about it. You don't have to do anything else. If you understand this method, it's pretty easy. And it's just common sense, right? It's nothing out of the world. If you understand that, if you understand your potential, if you understand that, okay, this is the simple method, and if you understand the implications, it's pretty easy. Alright, then let's move forward. Let's move to the third question. Again, you can actually pause and try to solve it on your own. Look, what will happen is gradually I am increasing the level of difficulty of the questions. So you may not be able to solve the questions right now on your own. Maybe, I'm not saying all of you, maybe some of you. But what will happen is once you will finish this video, you will get enough knowledge to solve any question based on dishonest seller. And that is what is our target, right? That is our target. So here, first of all, let us try to understand how will we solve it. First thing is, okay, so here also he is making profit by 2 different things. One, his cost is 8, but he is selling it at 10. So he is making 10 out of 8. This is one thing. Another thing is he is adding water. But the question is how much does he add is not given. So we don't know how much he is adding. But overall, combined, his profit is 33 1 by 3%. That is 1/3 profit. So if 1/3 profit, that means combined impact is 4 by 3. His value is getting to 4 by 3, right? His value, when it is getting multiplied by 10 by 8 into something, it is getting 4 by 3. Are you getting this? 1 by 3 profit means your original was 1 plus 1 by 3. We are talking about proportion now. So you must be able to understand this, and that is why I told you, if you are not feeling comfortable, you can always go to that percentage playlist. It's pretty easy. Once you understand this thing in detail, it's pretty easy, as you can see. You can directly understand 4 by 3 and that's it. Now you can simply solve this question 2, 5 and this 5 by 8, right? Because ultimately they are on the, it will go there. So it would become 5 by 8. When it will go on that side, it will become 8 by 5. So it will be 16 by 15. So what does this mean? You have to understand what does this imply. What does this 16 by 15 mean? That is for this question mark, which was for adding water, right? This was a multiplying factor for adding water. So if you are multiplying something with 16 by 15, that means it is increasing by 1 by 15, right? So that means you are adding 1 by 15 of water. This is what you should be able to understand. The method is pretty easy. but it's all about implication, your understanding. We do not give you any tricks, because tricks do not actually develop anything in your mind. We want to develop your mind, we want to make you able in such a manner that you can think of your own shortcuts. So if you would have known multiplying factor in its real sense, you can actually understand directly. And that is why you can always watch that video, so that the learning become very smooth. Alright then. So this means you are adding 1/15 water. Now the question is how much he would have added in 240 liters. So 240 liters are there, 1/15 of it will be nothing but 16 liters. So he would have added 16 liters of water to 240 liters of milk. Fair enough. You can always go back and forth to understand this. Fine, because that's the best thing about videos. You can always go back, understand the things better. You can revise it, repeat it. So that would make you understand this easily. Alright then, let's move on to the next question. Again, you can pause and try to do it yourself first, because that is where you will be able to understand what is the difference, how good the Beatitude method is to solve this kind of a question. When you try to do it yourself first, and it takes lots of time or lots of process, lots of procedure, you will have to go through lots of numbers, and then when you will look at the Beatitude method, you will realize this is how we could have got it. Alright then, here we are supposed to find out per shirt how many rupees does the shopkeeper make. Alright, but our method always finds out percentage. So forget about this real number as of now, we will use it later. First of all, let us understand what he is doing. First thing he is doing is, he is marking up his shirts by 250%. So that means 250% we all know, right? If the cost was 100, he is adding 250, he is putting a label of 350 there. So from 100, he is getting 350. That is first thing, or you can say 7/2. Okay, that is first thing. Okay, this you can write as 7/2. Next thing, he is giving 1/3 discount. When he is giving 1/3 discount, he is getting only 2/3 of it. So 2/3, right? He is getting 1 discount on 3. So 3, he is getting only 2 out of 3, right? So that is the thing. And next, he is giving 1 shirt free on purchase of 3 shirts. So how many shirts he is giving away? 4 shirts in total, but he is getting money for only 3 shirts. So he is getting only 3 out of 4. Fair enough, because this is what he is giving away. Out of 4 shirts, he is getting only money worth 3 shirts. That's about it. So look, these two are actually discounts, right? That's why it is lesser than 1. This is the only profit, but it was big enough to give you overall lots of profit. So what will be the profit? 2 will cancel, 3 will cancel, 7/4. Again 7/4. 7/4 means the profit of 3/4, right? 7/4 is how much more than 1? 1 was always the original. So 3/4 is the profit. But here we are not supposed to answer the question in percentage. So don't answer 75%. The question was per shirt how much he is making. So what was the cost per shirt? The cost per shirt, because he was spending 11,044 for a dozen of a shirt. So this was the cost per shirt, 3/4 of it. Now I think you can actually calculate. 4 4s are 16, 1104 divided by 16, 16 6s are 96, 144, 16 9s are. So he is making 69 rupees per shirt. Getting this? So this is how easily we could have done this question. Let's move further. I think you are getting it now. Alright then. Again, you can actually pause the video. Now the questions are going to be, it's the same question. You can actually pause the video here. And the questions are actually gradually getting a bit more difficult and difficult. But once you finish this off, all the 6 questions, it will be pretty easy for you. Alright then, let's try to figure it out how we can solve this one. First of all, what this shopkeeper is doing, he is cheating in volume 10% while buying and also 10% while selling. So he is doing this trick 2 times. Maybe he is the one who is, like he's using his scale also while buying as well as while selling, right? So, and he has made his scale kind of, manipulative, where he is manipulating the buyer and seller both. So the thing is that he is cheating to the extent of 10%. That means, say for example, 1 kg. When he is buying 1 kg, Are you getting it? He will only give you the money is worth 900 gram because he's cheating of 10% in volume. So you will give him 1 kg, but he will cheat you in a way that it would its weight would be 10% lesser than what the actual weight is. So that means he is making 1000 gram out of 900 gram, right? Because he is giving you only money is worth 900 gram. And then while selling, he is adding 10%. So instead of 1 kilo, 1000 gram, he is actually getting money worth 100 gram more. So 1000 gram he is making 1100 gram out of it. So either you can calculate them separately and then you can understand 1000 is common anyway. That means he is making 110 gram out of 90 gram, or you can directly understand as well, because he is, so if 100 gram is there, he is giving you money worth only 90 gram, but he is getting money worth 110 gram. So directly also you could have said that 110 divided by 90, right? Fine, it's the same thing. If you're not able to understand directly, you can take 2 steps and understand it. All right, then what else he is doing? He's also mixing, this is nothing but 1 by 15. 1 by 15 impurities. That means his profit would be 16. I mean, his value will get to 16 by 15 of original, because it is increasing by 1 by 15. That means it is getting multiplied with 16 by 15. So this is it. Fine. Okay, no, there is one more, 10% cash discount. So that means into 9 by 10, right? Into 9 by 10. So he is getting only 9 rupees for every 10 rupees worth item he is selling. All right, then how will you solve this? 0 0 gets cancelled, 9 9 gets cancelled, 16 11 I is 176, 15 10 I is 150. So your value is getting to 176 by 150. So how much profit? We are supposed to find out profit in percentage. How much profit? Profit is not 176 by 150. Profit is only 20, because you have to deduct 1 from it. So if you deduct 1 from it, profit is 26 by 150. For percentage, you will multiply it with 100, 52 za, 53 za, right? So 26 into 2, 52 by 3, which is nothing but 17.33, right? 17.33%. Or you can say 17 1 by 3% in whatever form the option is. Maybe 17 1 by 3 fraction, 17 integer 1 by 3, right? Or maybe 17.33%. So this is how easily we can get the answers of these very difficult questions with the use of normal understanding of multiplying factors. All right, then that gets us to the last question of our video. You can actually pause this video and solve this question on your own first. All right, then let us have a look how we can solve this question. Well, so here we are supposed to find out profit per kg for the day in rupees, right? Not in percentage. So we will use this at the last moment. First, let us try to find out in our fraction, because that is what this method is all about. Multiplying factor with what fraction you should multiply. Okay, then first what we are doing? We are marking our product. This means 5 by 8. Now the interpretation is very important. You should know that we are marking our product by 5 by 8. So you are adding it. 1 plus 5 by 8, it will be 13 by 8, right? So you are adding 5 on 8, it is becoming 13. So from 8, your value is becoming 13, right? So your cost is actually multiplied by 13 by 8. All right. What else you are doing? You are actually adding impurities 1 by 15. So when you add 1 by 15, your value becomes 16 by 15. Okay. What else are you doing? You are giving 1 kg free on the purchase of 5 kg to attract customers. You have done enough. You already marked up. You are also doing some cheating. Now you are trying to attract customers. So you are actually going to give 6 kg, right? 5 kg plus 1, 6 kg. But you are going to get money for only 5 kg. Fair enough. Okay. But now what is happening is he is trying to be very smart, but God is very smart there as well. So he made some glitch in his weighing machine. Because of some glitch, it is not functioning properly. It is malfunctioned, and because of that, it is giving 40 gram more for every 1 kilogram. So actually, he is getting only money worth 1 kg, but he is giving away 1040 gram, right? So all those different things are there. All you need to do is to understand their multiplying factor and multiply them together. Pretty easy method, right? Otherwise, if you try to visualize everything, it is going to be very difficult. This is it. All we can do is now 5 3s are 16, I think 8 2s are 2, obviously 52, 520, 0 0 gets cancelled, 13 4s are 52, 4 25 is 100. That's about it. What you are getting is 25 by 18. 25 by 18. What does this mean? What does 25 by 18 means? Does that mean this is a profit? No. That means minus 1, as we have been doing now. 25 by 18 minus 1 is 7 by 18. So your profit is actually just 7 by 18. So 7 by 18, but we are not supposed to find out in percentage. If we are supposed to find out in percentage, you will multiply this with 100, but we are supposed to find out per kg in actual rupees. So per kg, your cost is 36. So 36 is your cost, 7 by 18 of it would be your profit. So your profit will be nothing but 7 2s are 14 rupees, right? So actually after doing all these things, he is just adding 14 rupees. That means 36 plus 14, he is selling it at 50 rupees. So he could have actually done that. He could have actually fixed the price as 50, but the problem is then buyers don't buy it, right? They want discount. So what he had to do, he had to increase the price, and then he had to put some impurities, he had to give discount, and then also God had some role to play there. Fine. So I hope you are getting this pretty easy, right? This is the best method, I can assure you. All you have to do is to conceptually understand the things. Don't go after any tricks. If you try to remember or understand the tricks, that will not solve your problems in the long run. But if you understand things like this, the same method will be applicable in percentage, profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, alligation and mixture, sometimes even time, speed, distance, time and work, and most importantly, it will be usable in data interpretation, which is the most important part for most of the exams. Alright then, if you want to learn about more such shortcuts, you can actually hit the I button and get to the another video of Bititude, where you will experience another very good shortcut, and again very basic shortcut. You don't have to really remember any formula or memorize any tricks. Fair enough then. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm very happy to tell you that Bititude has come up with the app. All you need to do is to type Bititude in Google Play Store, and our app will come at the top. You can download it, and through that app, if you are preparing for one of these exams, you can actually find out our online packages also about these courses. I am actually giving you I button, couple of I buttons, where you can actually find out two things. One, how to use our app and its features, and another, which are the various packages that we are providing for these courses. And if you still have any questions regarding fees or dates or anything, you can actually call on this number and your inquiry will be resolved. Alright then, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you really did, then please like it, subscribe it, put comments, and the most important thing is, please hit that notification bell. What happens is, even if you subscribe it, if you don't hit that notification bell, you are not going to get the notifications as soon as I upload the video. So if you really want to be first to watch my videos, please hit that notification bell, and please share it, because if you are learning it only on your own and if you are not sharing it with your friends, that's not really good. Fine, I wouldn't appreciate that. So please share it as much as possible, and keep watching, keep learning, keep enjoying.